Welcome to the Evening Review. My name is Ndumba, and joining us in studio virtually is political analyst Ndumba Kamwanyah. But before we go into that interview, please have a look at the front page. Welcome back to the Evening Review. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
We've seen a lot of opposition to the reappointment of Anti-Corruption Commission Director General Mr. Paulus. Looking back at his life there, what can we say of his legacy?
Well, I'm not surprised that we have some sort of negative reactions, especially from the public and political parties, for a simple reason that the performance of the ACC is really very evasive to pinpoint. So it's really difficult to judge or to make a conclusion that whether it has delivered its mandate of an anti-corruption institution or organization. That's what we are seeing, that people are not happy that he is being, or he and his deputy are being they might be reappointed, and that the president has nominated them, and it looks like SWAPO is also going along with that nomination. So really there is no evidence of that institution delivering its anti-corruption mission so far, the last since it was established.
Now, the way forward, should Mr. Noah and his deputy, Ms. Erna van der Merwe, should they be reinstated, what would you say should be the most immediate focus areas for them to change the image that the ACC has?
Should they get reappointed, I think the first and foremost thing to do is really the brand itself, because the brand of that institution does not look well in terms of public perceptions and public opinion. So they really need to recommit and redirect the institution to win and regain the public trust. So in other words, that it should not be business as usual. So they need really to go, to the drawing board and reassess how they have been doing things and what new approaches that they can take to ensure that they regain the institution regains public confidence.
And then recently, with the vacancy of the ombudsman, we saw that if I'm speaking under correction, 3 individuals were shortlisted for the position. What does it say that position has only been able to attract such a low number of people?
Well, you mean the ombudsperson or this one?
The ombudsperson.
Well, I don't know. It could be maybe it has to do with the requirements. So it might be that a lot of people could not meet the stipulated requirement. But it could also be that many people are losing confidence in some of the public institutions, in the sense that they may not want to join such an institution where they will be subjected to politically decisions and manipulations. So it could be a number of factors, but we will not know. We can only speculate for now.
And then, given this low number of applications received, do you think this gives some sort of leeway for government or for the Judicial Service Commission to perhaps call for a new round of applications?
Well, I think that is the call they can make. But seeing the fact that at least there are 3 candidates, if the process, how they were selected, was transparent, so I don't see a problem for the recruitment to proceed. But if there are some questions that are being raised about the recruitment or the selection process of the final 3 candidates, then maybe it should be opened so that the pool of candidates can be enlarged.
Then the issue of the coalition, it seems like even before this City of Windhoek coalition agreement could have been signed, already the cracks were appearing. Where to now for the coalition partners?
Well, it is coalition in themselves are a difficult beast to manage, for the simple reason that the coalition partners always don't have the same ideologies and philosophies and all those kind of things that define their mission. So in trying to find a balance between those ideologies, it could be a daunting task. And that's what we are seeing here, that probably initially when they formed this coalition, they should have a clear and common understanding of what the coalition stand for and what issues they are going to address and how. But it seems from what is happening now that such common position was not there. They are trying to create now that common position, and it's difficult because they have already, started, and they are already being confronted by many, challenges within the city.
And then another question is, we know that SWAPO is no longer in the driving seat, at least as far as the City of Windhoek is concerned. Does this now give SWAPO, can SWAPO now come out and say, well, we've been telling you that it's not easy to manage a city the size of Windhoek, and we've tried, and I guess we are vindicated?
Well, so the SWAPO has a cause, or rather, let me say that it's unfair for SWAPO or for the public to expect that SWAPO should not raise that point. I think it's fair, both from practical perspective, but also from political point of view, for them to say that yes, you have blamed us for the same issues that you are failing to deliver. So I think they have a case to make, and it's fair also for the party to make that case against the coalition.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Evening Review.
Thank you for having me.
And that's that for this week's Evening Review. And in our Olympic session, Athletics Namibia President Irvin Naimaka shares his hopes and aspirations and hopes that Namibia can get a medal in the Tokyo Games. Do have a look.
We were born for this moment. For every rise, every fall, to make the impossible possible. To create moments that inspire and live the thrill of excellence.
On the grandest stage of all.
Forget the past, for the future awaits. This is that moment we've all been waiting for pride, for country, for you.
Brilliant performance that was.
The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. It's go time on GoTV. Love it.
Well, it's Tokyo 2020, a great event indeed. But I just wanted to know from the President of Athletics Namibia, what's your view on this great event?
Yeah, I think the Tokyo 2020, which is happening in 2021, is really a special Olympics. Very special in the sense that as a world we have been going through a very challenging time. So through this Olympics again, we are able to demonstrate and show our endurity that we have endured through this challenge, and that things will get better. That message of hope, which is among the underlying messages of the Olympics.
Okay, as a president of Athletics in Namibia, how special has it been over the years watching Namibia being represented at let's say the biggest event in world athletics?
Yes, it's a sense of pride that we are always represented at the Olympics, and again this one is marking a very special one, that yes, we are not going to the Olympics only to participate, but from the athletics point of view we are sending very competitive athletes, and we hope that they will give their best and represent our country with the pride and with the warrior spirit that we are known as a nation.
Okay, in terms of Olympics, of course, we know the next one will be in Los Angeles, and then we have Brisbane, which was also that's Australia. Do you hope that we can actually produce more athletes to go through there? And how important is it to start now actually producing these athletes?
Yes, in fact, there is Paris 2024
before we get to Los Angeles.
Yes, we are excited, and I think given the level of athletes that we have now, in terms of age and also in terms of what we are feeling on the ground, we are, I think, on a very good positive curve, and we are very excited of all the future Olympics, Paris, Los Angeles, Brisbane. I'm sure that we will be represented very well, and Namibia, in terms of athletics, will be staging very good performances.
Okay. Of course, I'm sure you are one of those people that has been part of athletics for quite a number of years now. Do you think going into this Olympics that we have, we can go a much more confident country than we have been for the past decade?
Yes, me personally, I think I'm getting into this Olympics much more excited. I'm sure that our athletes are going to do us proud. They're going to be able to perform very well, and that's all we want them to do. They must do very well. They must do their best, and we are 150% behind them, both the athletes and the whole team, the Namibian team, boxing, canoeing, and all of them.
Thank you.
Welcome.